It's Silver History Sunday, guys, and I picked up this coin at my local coin shop a couple of days ago, and I was so astonished that I've never seen one before. This thing is an absolute beauty. So naturally I wanted to explore this coin a little bit more. What we have here is a 5 Lati coin from Latvia. This coin is 83.5% silver and weighs in at 25 grams. If you were unaware, much like I was, I'm no geography guru. Latvia is a relatively small country just north of Lithuania in the Baltic region of Northern Europe. This particular silver coin is one of 2 million minted in 1931, but this coin was minted from 1929 to 1932, with no coins being minted in 1930. They had a total mintage of 3.6 million coins, making this 1931 the most common date by far. And it was the only crown-sized silver coin circulating in Latvia during those times. Let's take a quick look at the coin before we get too crazy here. The obverse of the coin shows a maiden's bust facing right in a stylized folk costume. She's wearing a headdress, as you can see. And around the periphery of the coin you can read the words Latvijas Republika, which represents the First Republic of Latvia. The First Republic of Latvia existed from 1918 to 1939, when the country was finally able to gain independence shortly after World War I. But as World War II began, they experienced occupation by Germany and then experienced Russian control after World War II for 44 years. They were not able to regain independence until 1991. You can also see here ears of grain over the shoulder of the maiden, who is commonly known as Milda, which is a common Latvia female name, though it is known that the coin was modeled after a woman named ZELMA BRAUERE. I think that's how you say that. It's probably wrong, but I'm going to say it one more time throughout this talk. She quickly became a symbol of freedom in Latvian culture due to their constant occupants by neighboring countries. ZELMA was a proofreader at the State Securities printing house, and her beauty fascinated artist Richard Zarins. He was a famous graphic artist who designed this coin. He also had many other works published in magazines at the time. And if you look him up, he looks like quite the eccentric guy. I'll actually put a picture of him right here. The reverse of this coin features the coat of arms of Latvia, the date the coin was minted, and the word paisi, which means 5 in Latvian, and the letter 5 and the word lati, which is the currency, also called lat or lats. The coat of arms is pretty neat. First we have 3 stars up top, which represent the first 3 provinces of Latvia, a golden sun on the top of the inside of the crest, which represents freedom and direction. And then we have a lion and a griffin, both inside the crest and supporting the crest. Let's talk really quick about the edge of this coin. There is some edge lettering here that reads Dievs Sveti Latvihu, and this just translates to God bless Latvia. My coin has what's known as position A lettering. This means that the edge lettering reads upside down with Milda's portrait facing up. There's also a position B though, which would have normal lettering. I don't know how common each of these 2 types are, but just know that I guess that they exist. Let's get into the fun facts. So it's no surprise that I'm terrible at speaking this language or reading it or whatever, because Latvian and Lithuanian are the only 2 surviving Baltic languages in Northern Europe or in the whole Baltic area. The image of the maiden, known as Milda, was used again in 1992 for a 500 lats note, except she is facing the opposite direction. This was right after they regained their independence in 1991. She can also be found on the remake of the original 5 lats coin that was minted in gold, and with the collaboration of the British Royal Mint, who minted the original 5 lats coin, a remake of this coin was minted in silver to celebrate the 90th anniversary of the National Bank in Latvia, which was formed in 1922. You may also recognize the maiden Milda as being the bust on the 1 and 2 euro coins, which have been minted since 2014 thanks to a nationwide quote-unquote idea contest. Another fun fact is the Latvian government had planned to replace Milda's image with that of another in a new 1941 5 lats coin. However, that never happened due to the start of World War II. During this time, both lats and Soviet rubles were circulated currency in Latvia, though much of the silver coinage was hoarded away by the community with an expectance of imminent crisis. In 1941, the Soviets deemed the Lat currency to be illegal and estimated that over 50 million Lats were never exchanged into rubles due to a lack of prior warning to the change. It was then found that Soviet government was selling the 5 Lat silver coins to collectors overseas for a highly inflated price. Another fun fact here is that many people who held these coins during the First Republic of Latvia secretly held on to them during World War II with German occupation and then for the following 44 years of Soviet occupation as a symbol of freedom, virtue, and righteousness. In fact, these coins were often gifted to children who stored them in immaculate conditions. As these children then grew up and the country lost its independence, the coin became a symbol of hope to once again regain independence. As a result, this coin is not terribly rare, and because of this, there are still many examples of incredible condition coins this day and age that can be had for a relatively low price, even though many of them were turned into jewelry. And they turned a lot of these things into brooches so they could wear them in public as a subtle but obvious defiance to the occupant rule. So overall, I feel like this coin is beautiful. I can't believe I've never seen one before. Just let me know what you guys think about this coin down below. Do you have any? And yeah, what do you think about it? Thanks for watching, guys. This was Silver History Sunday. And don't forget to put coin suggestions down below. I know a lot of you guys had suggested doing some half-dollar commemoratives, but I don't own any of those, so I don't really feel like I have any sort of credibility talking about a coin I don't even own. So, yeah, anyway, thanks. See you guys.